Hey, welcome back to the shop. Today we're gonna make the video that nobody makes ever. Just gonna do some maintenance and clean up, but mainly lathe maintenance. This is actually not bad. I'm usually turning wet wood, so as I was saying, I usually turn wet wood, so I get rust and this gets gunky and I can feel it's not smooth. So I usually check that I don't have like any wood debris in the grooves for the pulleys. That looks okay to me. Rid of any dust in the motor. Out. Do this. And it goes inside too. I thought, I put this cabinet here that keeps the tool clean, but no, that's not the case. This stuff gets everywhere. But anyways, let's do this. Then we're going to do some, what is it? I think it's your T9. If you sand your lathe, they don't recommend that you do so, but if you do, don't lean in one place and don't go too hard. I don't really use this section and it was cleaned the last time, so I'm not going to bother with that. That, and the same thing happens. I already cleaned. Let's see how this one doesn't have any rust. I cleaned this guy, and this one was all rusted, so I got this stuff from Lee Valley, Canada, and it works very well. So I just This has been here for like 2 days. It was all rusted, so I removed everything. I don't want to put it like on it because I don't want the stuff to go in, because there is grease inside here, so I put just enough in there that covers the height that reaches this area, and clean up. This is an adapter that I use on my tailstock to line up when I go remove the bottom. So this is supposed to go. Where's that brush I was playing with? It's a problem with having a mess that you can't find anything if you don't clean every once in a while. I get it that it lasts like 10 minutes, but it becomes an unsafe place. As you can see, you can't find anything, and anyways, there is my stupid brush. And I do have a place for everything, but it does not always turn out that way. Start slow. I know it can become overwhelming, but this is how it works. You do one thing at a time. And then you move to the next one, and which will be that. Then put everything away from here, clean that, and keep going all the way around. So I'm be spending probably most of the day doing this, so I'm not going to bore you with it, but I thought I'd spend a bit of time with you. And here's some stuff I'm working with, just in case you have any suggestions. This guy, I had this dilemma with this where, first of all, I left the stick, but this has dry, but this is not. And see this marks here. I mean, this needs to be sanded still, but this is wetness, and if you sand it and put finish on it, it stays that way and it looks awful. So I don't know what the solution for that is. This, I think, is gonna wind up in the garbage, because it's beyond, and because it goes this way from both ends, this is more than likely it's gonna split in half even if I try to glue it. This guy, I think I will finish, but it was really punky. I stopped turning. I think I'm going to stabilize it, and I think it'll make a nice piece with a hole, or maybe clean that up and actually use some epoxy, which I never done because I hate it, but maybe that'll be my introduction to epoxy. I collect all my circles that I have to cut blanks, keep pulling them out, and it all wind up here. So this is a piece, I don't know what it is, I think it's apple or peach or something, but I don't know what to do with it. It's been sitting here forever. This guy actually just needs a little bit of, it's already sanded, needs a little hand sanding right here. It was hard to get, and then finish it. I'll probably do that after I finish cleaning, so it doesn't get ruined. So I'll be able to chuck this up even and put it on the lathe just to go around here, but it's going to be tough without chopping my fingers off. The finial forest just needs to be cleaned up. And I have, this guy was sitting on my deck and a robin came, I guess was trying to find a place to make a nest, and landed on it and fell on the floor and cracked. And I was thinking about, I mean, I don't care, I can throw it out, but I was thinking just for learning purposes to put holes and get some leather and do some like stitching. I think it might be kind of cool. Some more of this. And this guy. I also got, this I learned from my friend Jim Willing, because sanding can get pretty expensive. I use Mirka. This guy's here. They're really good, but they're expensive. They wind up being like $1.50 a piece. And if you sand in wet wood, you like wind up with this, and so you might wind up spending $10 to sand a piece of wood. So this you can get at the hardware store, and this is meant for like drywall, but it has a sponge on it, and it comes in all kinds of different grades, and it's about $45 for a roll, but it lasts a long time. So I got a 180 and 220, so I do them rough with this stuff and then try to finish with the other. But anyways, let's keep going here. I'll tell you about those pieces in a second when we get there. Where did I put it here? Oh, there's a screw. Yeah, everywhere I look, there's a mess. This guy has a screw on it. But if you have nothing better to do, it actually goes by pretty quickly, the cleaning process, because it's mostly misplaced stuff. If you have a place where to put everything, you'll be surprised how quick you end up cleaning up. So this guy's normally live here. So I had a bunch of this is gonna be individual solid bowls, you know, where you serve it beside the plate. And I also have the big one, which I think is already done somewhere on my deck. And I got another one here, which matches, I don't know, nothing. This is my secret how I got rid of my wood chips. I just put them in leaf bags and put them out, and the city takes them. This guy is finished. but it needs to be cleaned up again and brought out for sale. These are goofing around practice pieces that I do. They're really fun to do. You should try it. This is very about 1/8 or less to the bowl. And this is from, I was making a bowl and it blew up, but the bottom piece was there, so I thought I'd make a plate. And this is like actually probably 1/16. And as you can see, I almost went to the bottom with this one too. But this is stuff that just do for fun. These are some rough turns. I have no idea where I was going with this. It's just part of learning. I'm trying to learn to use the 40/40 gouge properly. I get the principle, but I still tend to round the bevel instead of gliding it. So that's going to be, when I'm done cleaning, I'm going to get a big chunk of wood that I have out there, and I'm going to just destroy it pretty much. I might wind up making a bowl out of it, but I will do like a million thin passes with the 40/40 until I get the hang of it, because I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed at myself because I get away with enough knowledge that I have, and I keep going back to that. It's kind of like you develop a bad habit, but because you're getting away with it, you stick with it, and it's just hindering my progression, I guess, in wood turning. So I recognize, the first step on fixing a problem is recognizing that it's there, so at least they think I'm at that place. And I actually refreshed my memory last night. I watched a bunch of Stuart Body videos, and I can clearly see by watching his videos exactly what I'm doing wrong, which is really not paying attention and just sticking with a bad habit, basically. Trying to put this on the box here. This is going to be something that I should throw out, but you know how it goes. The second you throw something out, the next day you need it. So it's going to wind up somewhere. Anyways, I'm sure you're bored of this, so I'll let you be for the meantime, and maybe I'll stop the video now and do just a little extra when I'm done, because I'm sure you don't want to put up with me going through all of this. So I'll see you in a bit. So look, almost everything is in the same place, but all the chips disappear. I'll tell you the secret in a second. So I normally get to this stage, I'll pick this up and I will vacuum, and then it looks like you need off the floor. You might say, how you vacuum around all this stuff? And that's the trick. It's the same thing I use for like cleaning. So first of all, it's good to have one of these bad boys. It's just called like Far Away. Now right up to stuff. It keeps coming down. You do that 2 or 3 times. But first you gotta, you might want to get rid of the big stuff, or I did it with this in this area, but not here. So cleaning is the same thing. You can do it with a vacuum, you can do it with a brush, you can do it with your hands. But all you have to do is basically move 2 things. let's say you move this, you clean there, and you move the stuff there, and you open up this spot, and you move there, and you go there, and you're always cleaning. I missed this guy. So, not perfect. When I'm done, I use a compressor, and goes kind of all over the place. Just keep doing it. And same thing with like vacuuming. I start at one spot and I start moving all the stuff, and I will actually even like run the vacuum along here just to pick up all the dust. This, like, ironically, this is what looks messy, but the fine dust, all the stuff attached to the filter and the stuff flying around, is really what's gonna affect your health. So when I do the vacuum, I mean, it's gonna last 2 minutes in the floor, but I mainly do the vacuum because I'm able to, and I will like literally go through that where I will remove all these pieces, just one set, vacuum, move stuff over, and so on, because anyways, that's what I do. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'll do I don't know, I'm kind of hitting a wall here, so I think I gotta do some practice. My next video is gonna be about practicing different bowl gouges. So anyways, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch up with you soon. Ciao, ciao.